So it's 2021. We're in March. Things are, more or less, looking like we're going to make it out of this pandemic. Things are getting a little bit better, although, we still got a long way to go. People are just, they're going back to work and just happy to have a job, out of all the bad things that could possibly happen. You're working and you're working hard and you're optimistic. You're looking up for it. You're like, yeah, you know what? Gonna count my blessings and gonna be able to go through it. Well, apparently, if you work for Activision, none of that matters. And I'm sorry, but even though we posted record profits, yeah, we're gonna need to let you go. Yeah, more on this coming up. According to multiple sources on the internet, Activision has actually taken it upon themselves to go ahead and fire 190 employees across the organization. Now, I'm reading some of these articles, like, for instance, one on ScreenRant.com, where it says Blizzard fires dozens of employees and pays them in Battle.net gift cards. The freaking irony. Like, I'm trying not to laugh at people's situation here. It's almost like I'm laughing in shock. I generally feel terrible for anyone that has recently lost their job. Even for people that are working at Best Buy, GameStop, Target, or any one of these brick and mortar stores. But Activision, you just take the cake. You take the cake. You post record. What is this a trend that's going on nowadays where companies they post record profits and they've made more money than they ever made before in a pandemic of all things, and they say, you know what, we need to lay off more people because we need to bring more of that cash in. We're not content with what we're doing. We need these bigger bonuses. Let's just go ahead and lay off and fire people across the board. But this is just insult to injury, right? I'm reading this article. The U.S. workers will be paid at least 90 days of severance across health benefits, which I guess is something 90 days, the health benefits is probably going to be the biggest thing. Nobody wants to get sick. And, if you get sick and you go to, anyway, I'm not even going to go into that. Along with $200 in Battle.net gift cards. And I read, Activision Incorporated is an American-based video game publishing company, yada, 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 responsible for development studios such as Blizzard Entertainment, King, Major League Gaming, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Activision Blizzard Studios. Some of the biggest titles in gaming fall under Activision. Okay, that's just kind of more fan service. Let's go a little bit down here. Apparently to a tweet, according to Jason, how do I say his name? Schreier. Players are increasingly choosing to connect with our games digitally. I knew it was going to go this route. I knew they were going to throw out the digital thing. Oh yeah, we're doing great online. We're killing it. So we don't need this many people. Even though you're making more money than you've ever. Maybe it's just me. Is there something where, like, if you're a CEO of the company, you just completely just need to dehumanize anybody working for you and just look at them like numbers? Are we gone from the days to where, it actually matters that a person, working even at the lowest level still should have some sort of say and be like, hey, this person's a real human. They have a family. They have feelings and all this stuff. And I try to not get too touchy feeling about stuff. But, this is something that could honestly happen to me any day. I know personally at my job, I've witnessed it. I've come into work one day and, having a great day. And, six of the management staff, they're being walked out the door. And you just you try to keep your head down and oh man, let me just keep working. Let me try not to pay attention to that. But it's a terrible thing to happen, right? But I work for a company, and I'm not going to say where it is, but I work for a company where, it's struggling right now. It's a struggling business. So I can understand that. It sucks, but I can understand it. How do you post record freaking profits and then you go and you have to lay your people off? It's got to be a certain mindset to say, hey, we're making more money than we've ever made before. But, and I say we could be making more. So why don't we streamline this entire process, get rid of these people because we don't need them, because we had a bunker year because it's a pandemic and everybody's shopping online because in many states, it's against the law to leave your house right now because they're on lockdown. And you sit there and say, no, we got to make more money. And let's take advantage of this situation because apparently it's always going to be this way. I don't know, man. It makes me just kind of just sick in my stomach to just think of things like that, that people are capable of these things. But hey, I'm not a big CEO of, a company like Activision where, the CEO doesn't really give a damn about video games. It is what it is. This is terrible. And I hope there is relief that comes to the people that were recently laid off. I understand the concept of business very well, but this to me, this is just inhumane, and it's just at the absolute worst timing. I can understand if the business was struggling, they weren't making enough money, and they had to make moves to secure the business in the future. But this is a completely different situation. You have people that are still supporting this business. Things like Warzone have just absolutely exploded with the amount of people playing this game and purchasing skins. And then you go and you do something as scummy as you fire people and then you give them $200 gift cards. That's what we've come to. That's and I can only imagine this really getting worse. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button and or subscribe, and stay tuned for I messed that up. Stay tuned for more content on the next video. Have a good one.